Hi, today we're going to be talking about work health and safety, work environment management. My name is Michael Terry, I'm from Momentum Safety and Ergonomics, and this is the 5-Minute Safety Series. Alright, when it comes to the work environment, this is the environment that we pretty much are working in. It could be, for different workplaces, going to be different things, but it's just a general workplace that we're talking about here. Not talking about processes or tasks or anything like that, it's just where we are. And here we're going to be mainly using our inspection checklist to identify different potential hazards there. So that's going to be things like entry and exits and housekeeping. We're going to be talking about our floor surfaces, trip hazards, slipperiness, that sort of thing. Even things like lighting, ventilation, air quality are all part of the work environment, and we have to identify if there are any hazards coming from any of these sources. Another big one is, of course, heat. Heat is an issue in lots of workplaces, particularly in the Australian summer, and it can be a real health and safety issue. The risk assessment for all of these is a very simple process. If we identify there to be a hazard, we'll use our standard risk assessment process. Please refer back to our risk assessment video if you require any additional information on this. When it comes to the work environment, we do have a really useful resource in the Work Environment Code of Practice. And this is a document that gives us lots of information about specific control measures for these different topics. So for example, when it comes to lighting, we can actually look at the Work Environment Code of Practice, and it'll give us some recommendations as far as what lighting levels, actually a lux reading, for different types of tasks are recommended. So it's a really handy resource to get in there, and we'll obviously link to that resource in the description. Also, the Code of Practice does provide us with some really good information as far as what some standard requirements are for things like, what type of facility should we have with regards to the amount of available drinking water? How many toilets should you have per staff member? Do you need change rooms and showers and those sorts of things? All these requirements will vary for different workplaces, but the Code of Practice gives us some nice, clear guidance on what is required for different types of workplaces. So we do recommend that you jump on in and have a little look at that. So there we go, guys. The work environment is a fairly simple process. There's nothing too complex about it. We'll just use our standard inspection and risk assessment processes to make sure that that environment doesn't present too many hazards. If we do find a few things along the way where we've got some concerns, we'll do our risk assessments and refer to the Code of Practice for any specific guidance that's available. Thanks for watching the 5-Minute Safety Series. If you felt like you got some value out of these videos, please click on the screen to see some of the other videos in the 5-Minute Safety Series, or otherwise feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel.